Oh, hello. Welcome to today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. Today is March 30th, and here are all the dates that really rate. On this day in 1930, Sonny Boy Williamson was born. No, not the actual Sonny Boy Williamson. Sonny Boy Williamson II, even though they weren't related, and this one really took the name. He wasn't, like, this wasn't his name at all. I don't know why he took it, but it always really bothered me. But I didn't want to overlook his legacy because he actually created some great music of his own. But I really, really loved the first Sonny Boy Williamson. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, 1930, also 1930, on this day, John Astin was born. Probably made famous his Gomez Adams character on the 60s TV show, but, worked consecutively for decades. I recently, about the beginning of quarantine, so about a year ago, I watched West Side Story for the first time ever, and it was neat to see him in like an unbilled role as like a supporting character or something. But yeah, so what is that, from the 50s through to the 2000s? I forget when he died exactly, but at least it worked in the 90s. That's a good run, John. It's a good run. What else? On this day, 1963, Gulita premiered on Jeepers Creepers Theater. I'm a huge fan of what Gulita probably was. There's no footage of her in existence of her actual character, which was like her with this blonde shock wig. The only footage that does exist is like her screen test that like was a earlier version of, I guess, what she could do, or what, a suggestion of what she could do, and then it finalized into what her actual Gulita character was. But there's just something really appealing to her. So the story would be, you've got Vampira, who's from 54 and 55. She's then off the air. You have the old woman, who's I think directly after her. Who's next? I'm blanking on who's next exactly. Eventually you get Jeepers. This is all in the Los Angeles area because everything was only broadcast locally. So like you wouldn't be able to see any of this if you were up in San Francisco or Las Vegas or wherever. So right, so there's Jeepers, there's Gulita, there's Jeepers Keeper. Every couple of years they keep going. But anyway, Gulita is one that I really dig. And where is that book? Here we go. I can't suggest enough this Creatures of the Night that we love so well, because it covers all of them, starting with Vampira and going right through to Elvira and everybody in between. Really good. And it's got a lot of Gulita stuff in here. Remember correctly, there's like shooting scripts. That's for Seymour, but there's like content in here that you can actually like follow along as best as possible. There she is. Rare photo of Lietta Harvey, Gulita, with the Mad Mummy. That's Bob Burns. Yeah, see, here's like, these are actual scripts from her stage or her television appearances that otherwise are like totally lost. Gulita. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. So yeah, this is all done by Jim Fetters. There's a first version, and then he expanded it into this like a year or two later. So I'd say this is the one to get, but whatever you can get your grubby paws on, do it. What else? Oh, on this day in 1974, the Ramones played their first public set at New York City's Performance Studio. So it wasn't at Max's, it wasn't at CBGB's, but at a place called New York City's Performance Studio, which was on 20th Street, just east of Broadway, which is funny because that puts it actually much closer to like where Max's Kansas City was than down in the Bowery for CB's. And reportedly there was about 30 people there, And I was trying to look into like what was the actual set list, and I kind of saw a couple of conflicting ones, so I don't know what the facts are, but 30 people on 20th Street today in 1974 would have first bore witness to the Ramones. So there you go. Adam's Family, the Ramones, Gulita, the other Sonny Boy Williamson. You've got your day cut out for you, don't you? Yeah, I know I do. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.